Olá, I'm Soraya, and today I wanted to go through this book one last time. So I already showed this in the channel, so this is not going to be anything new that I'm going to show. But what happened is that I've been reorganizing my hobby space. So for a year I only had coloring in that space, but this last year, besides coloring, I also have collage. So that space needs to be shared, and I cannot just save everything. So this book, it needs to go. It was a book that brought me so much joy and happiness, and I have the opportunity to experiment so many things. But yeah, I cannot save everything, so I'm going to do what I do with the other books. So I save a couple of pages and then the rest needs to go. So let's go through this book one last time. So it's an amazing book, as I said, and I did this from April to July 2024. Okay, so that's when I did this. And this was kind of like my first art journal. I never had an art journal or a sketchbook before. So this was my opportunity to try different supplies, and then from the supplies that I tried this, I then used them in Alien Worlds, and then of course now in Ivy and so on. So here I used spray paints. So these were actually textile paints, so they bleed through. So I learned that, and I was just trying to see how the control was. So this is a color, so you have yellow and then you have the orange. I used washi. The reason why it's a different color is because the washi ran out. So you need to be creative when that happens. And I only color this, so I only color the animal. So it's very fun book because you also need to go after the animals that are hidden in the pages. And this is easy, but then you have more difficult ones. So this is the first page. Then we have the second page, and here in my head I was envisioning a skyscraper because of the pattern beneath. So when I used washi in this book, I didn't want to remove the pattern underneath, so I was actually trying to find washi that was more transparent, because you know there are some that are more transparent than others. So once again I just colored the animal, and this was good for my hand because it was just a little bit of color, and it was really fun to explore the patterns and see how I could make the animal stand out. This was the first page that I did, and this was for Doodle Robot because she wanted a bug page. And here's a bug page. So you see the spider, and I did this with metallic, with glitter gel pen. And then I just used the ruler because I wanted for us to see that the spider was here. So I just used the ruler, and then I used also, I don't even remember what the tile is. And then these are little stickers, holographic stickers that I just put. And yeah, and this is paint. So back here I was using a brush to paint this. You can see the texture, but now I usually use a sponge, it's easier. So, and then washi. Then we have the cow. This is a black and white page, also for Doodle because she had the white and black challenge. So we had the cow and everything was like this. So I just colored this, and then I put washi, creating a pattern, and this was just a marker, and then this one was also a marker. I was trying to use my right hand back then, so I know that this is not very on the lines, but that was the point. I was just experimenting, so it was fun. This was one of my first pages also, so I went on the border for this one. It took me many days, and then I just put the sun, and then yeah, I used washi for this effect, and I really liked it. So this is my giraffe. This one I really didn't know what to do so I just put this animal going after, you know, a path, and then I just put dots here, and then washi, and yeah, more paint. This is the dog. So here you can see the pattern of the whole page. I used dog related washi here, and then this is a planet because I was thinking it could be a ball for the dog to play, and then this is acrylic, so you have the dog. So that's the dog. Another bug. Here is the bug. I used glitter paint here. This is all kids paint that I'm showing. So you have a lot of shine, and then you have stickers. So the bug is in the middle of a garden, and he has the friends, as you can see, the other bugs and the flowers. So I just organize it this way. This one is a fun page because it's the zebra dreaming of what she wants to do. So here she is. So this animal was easy to find. I used dots to color the zebra because it was easier than making sure that I was not going over the lines. So it's a zebra, and then she's dreaming, and she's dreaming of flying. Here she is. Then she's also dreaming of having, you know, holographic, craft related play. So you can see the scissors, and then she loves to sing, and she loves to eat apples too. So this is the zebra's dream. Then we have the ladybug. So in this one, again, for the background, I use the glitter paint. This time is the red one. You see all the glitter. So the problem with this paint is that when you use it, you cannot use a marker on top because you will get the tip of your pens destroyed. So yes, I learned this from doing this and destroying several pens. So the way I did this is that this is the ladybug, this is paper. I just used acrylic marker, white. This is alcohol marker. For this one, I wanted to try stamping for the first time, and you can see I did not do a good job on it because I was not patient to wait for it to dry. So I just put here some flowers because for me the ladybug was, you know, flying on the flowers. This is a round sticker, and then I put the ladybugs on top because I wanted for them to stand up. So that was my way. And then they are like flying, you know, different paths. So that was the story in this page. This one is just this little guy swimming, and he's swimming you know, in the water, and then you have the stars there. So this is spray paints, and then two colors, and then washi. So this is a simple one. This is a red goat. Once again, it was just me working and experimenting new patterns. And here what I wanted to try was to put a stencil and see if I could use with spray paints. I could use that stencil. What I learned is that that doesn't work because it's too runny. So see, you have two colors here, but you cannot see any pattern because it doesn't work. So that's what I learned from this page. See, it has two different paints, but yeah, it does not work. This one, once again, the backgrounds are very easy, and the story was that who is going to reach this bug first. And for me, it's going to be this one. See the tongue? It's almost there. So that's the story here. This one, it's the same one, it's the same story with different animals. So we have the squirrel. They are heading for the food. Which one is going to reach first? So these are stickers, these are post-its, and then this is the washi. So this is the first time I use this washi, and now I'm always using it on Ivy because for me it represents travel on Ivy. So this was the first time I tried this one. Let me just get a sip of coffee. Yeah, so usually it's always alcohol marker and acrylic pen, and that's it. Then we have the mermaids. Yay! So the animal here is the dolphin, as you can see. So I just colored this tiny bit. See? That's the only tiny bit that I colored. And I used 3 different washes. I'm sorry, 4, because I have the blue one. And see, these washes are really cool because they are like, for me, they are waves. So I use these 2 colors, and then this was the other washi. So, you know, it's summer, you have good weather, you have the mermaids swimming, you have the animals. They are so cute. Look at this octopus. Yeah. And then there goes the crab. So it's a summer page, really fun to do. This one was the second experience of using stencil and spray paints and not working. So it's really sticky. I know you cannot tell, but yeah, it's very sticky. Look at this mess. So yeah, all of these colors, but you cannot see really, I mean, you see something here, but you don't see the pattern that was supposed to be seen. So once again, I use the water washi, as I call it. And for this one, I created a story. So you have the black cat. So that was the animal that you had to see. And then the story goes like this. So the black cat meets the mermaid cat and he falls in love. So he falls in love and he wants to be with the mermaid cat. She belongs to a pirate crew and they are going off in search of another treasure. So both of them are here. They go to the ship and then he meets the other crew members. Okay. They spot an island. Here is, I'm sorry, hang on. Okay, so he meets, there's the crew. This is the ship. They go on board. He meets all the other crew members. And then the captain, he sees an island. Here's the island. I know you cannot see it, but you are imagining, right? Yeah. Okay. Then, okay, there's the island. Let's go to see if the treasure is there. There's he's with him, so it's the second hand. I don't remember the word now. Yeah, but he's with him. There's the seagull and the fish. And then they go on land, and yes, there's the treasure. Okay, so see, there's the, so 1, 2, 3, there's the treasure. And then they continue on their trips. So see ya, because they are going to continue in search for other treasures. So yeah, a very simple page, but I had fun inventing this story. Then this one was, I think it was the first time that I used confetti. So I had this confetti, so the page was, this. So I used, this is washi. And then this was black cardstock, and then I used glitter glue. And then you have this effect. See? And this was fun to cut because it didn't have any shape. I could do whatever I wanted, so this was easy. So there she is, the mom with the babies. And the washi, see, you can see the pattern because I didn't want to cover the pattern, so you can see, and it's still colored. So that's this page. This one is spray paint again. So here is lighter because I wanted the focus to be on this animal. And I use, this is like confetti also, but they are like shiny ones, so I wanted to experiment how it was. So this was actually the beginning book of me experimenting different supplies. This was the baby, and then now the big brother is going to be Ivy. Okay, and more washi. Just look at this. Because the thing is that this was the only spray paint that I had for almost 2 years. It was the only thing that I had, but it's for textile, so you're not supposed to use on paper, but it's what I had. And I really liked the colors, so, and I didn't care, you know, as I said, it's an experiment book. This one, I really had fun with this one because it's an owl. And for me, the story goes that the owl is on top of the tree, and that's why you can see this washi with the leaves. So it's on top of the tree, and then this is post-its. So it was the first time of using post-its, so I just glue them. See the washi with the leaves, and then here's the owl. There she is. And then I put this laser tape on top. That's how I colored the owl, because you know that owls use calls. I think they use the call to attract the females to mate, but my owl is different. So she does, I mean, he doesn't use, you know, the sound, he flashes. So you have a flashing owl, and it's flashing for a mate, and that's this page. So here we have another C page. So it's all the different colors of washi that I have for this wavy washi. So I have these colors. Yep, I think it's all the colors. Maybe I have one more, I'm not sure, but yeah. So you can see this is the pattern of the page. So this was the animal. It's like a fish. And for me, the story is that this is underwater and this is above water. So the story goes like this. You have the fishes swimming through the coral and they are happy. And then we have one mermaid, she wants more. Okay, she doesn't want the life under the sea, she wants more. A little bit like Little Mermaid, but there's no prince here. She just wants adventures. So then this is what separates the sea for the sky. And you have this washi saying you can do anything, because she believes she can do, you know, anything. She can do more than that. So she goes up with the help of this little friend. Okay, she goes up and then she sees this amazing fish. I love him because the fish is not swimming, he's flying. So yes, you can do anything you want, and this little fish is being you. So you can be whatever you want, just be you. And how cool is this fish being him and living his best life? And then you have the sunshine. So that's the story of this page. Really simple, as you can see, to do, but I had so much fun inventing, you know, the first stories, because this was really my beginning. Here, once again, we have the spray paint, and we have, this was acrylic marker, then washi, and then we have 3D butterflies that I have received as a gift. So yeah, first time using 3D elements on a coloring page. That's why I love this book so much, because it was, you know, the beginning. Just look at this mess. But I need to have space for things that I can create, right? Because we need to keep moving forward. So another ocean page, and you can see that I love ocean. That's another theme that I love. So this one, I have this washi, so it's 4 different washis plus this one, so it's 5. So it's the shark swimming. So for me, the story on this one is this fish is hiding, and that's why he's underneath the washi tape. So he's hiding in the coral reef, and then the sharks are are swimming, and you can see and you can hear the music of Jaws in your hand, can't you? So yeah, so imagine that music, and then they are swimming. I mean, these are happy sharks, but you know, they need to eat, so the fish is hiding. And that's the story in this book. This one is the horse. So I use metallic paint. And then I use metallic marker. And washi. So this one is just a simple page. We have the bunny. So metallic paint. The bunny with the friends. There they are. And then I had, you know, this washi because I was experimenting, creating different patterns. So I just used the washi like this. So once again, using confetti. It's the same one as the leopard. So this was the animal, the rhino, and I just imagining this being the jungle. So you have the different animals. So the elephant is going this way, then you have the other ones, and then you have the monkey, and you have different washes separating, you know, the animals. So this is the page. This one was one of my experiments, trying using distress oxide sprays, because the problem, see, it was supposed to be a lot of yellow and there was supposed to be pink, but this pink disappeared from this page. I never understood what happened. So yeah, it's just the colors, when I add water, they just, I'm still learning distress oxide. But so I had this big mess, and then I used a metallic paint to do splatter. So this was just me inventing, and I think I like the result. I mean, it's all over the place, but I think it was a good experiment to do. And there's the animal. So it's just fun. It's not what I originally thought of doing, but it's just fun. Now we have the bees. So for this one, okay, there's the bee, and I imagining just using the shape of the honeycomb. So see, so I just use origami paper, I cut, and then we have the bee. Here's the back. You can only see the mess. So this is the eagle flying in the field of flowers, and that's why you have two different washes, and they are flower washes. Once again, and this purple washi, I'm not covering the pattern because I didn't want to do this. So you can see this is paper, and this is it's glitter paint. So you can see it's a shiny eagle. Here we have the panda. So yes, metallic paint, washi, and then this was acrylic. So here's the panda, and once again I was just thinking of a story. So these are stickers. So there's the panda, so cute, and then he's sleeping. Oops, sorry. And then he falls. See, he's sleeping, he falls. I'm okay. That's what he's saying. Yeah, I'm okay. He goes and eats. He goes to sleep again. He's just posing, and then he continues with his life. So that's the story of the panda. But I just love this one. Sleeping, falling, I'm okay. And he goes back to sleep. So that's the panda page. This one is the turtle page. So this one I use Genzai Tembi granulating watercolor for the first time for the background. Okay, see? So for me, the story of this page is the turtle. She's swimming throughout her life. So in life, we have good days, We have sad days, we have days that we are hungry, we have chill days, so we have rainbows, so we have all different types of days during our life. So the turtle is just swimming throughout life, and that's the story I created for this one. So this one was one of the last pages that I did, and I really didn't have an idea for this one, so I just have the animal, alcohol marker, then spray paint, washi, some stickers of flowers and leaves. So no story on this one. This one I love doing because this was acrylic glitter that I just got. Now I don't even remember what I used to the back, but the story is that we have a polar bear, and then he's walking in the Arctic. So this washi represents the mountains. So you have the mountains, and he's just walking, and it's just awesome. I love the shine. So in my head, of course, I'm always listening to music, but iTunes is going to tell me that I don't have the rights for the music. So imagine in your head. So that's the polar bear, and here we have the march of the penguins. So this is the penguin, as you can see, and I love the movie. I don't know if you watched that documentary, The March of the Penguins. I actually watched it for the first time when I was living in LA. So that movie, that documentary is really it always holds a special place in my heart. So there's the penguin, and he's marching because he's on the breeding grounds, and then he needs to get to the ocean to feed. So this was my first attempt of using a blowing pen. So this is for kids. I don't have any of them anymore because it didn't work for me, but I was imagining, okay, instead of using the hand, just using the blowing. So that was the experiment. For the colors of the washi, I used the colors of the Imperial penguin. So I went to search for the colors, and that's why you have these colors. And then you have snowflakes as the stickers. So there he is marching, and yeah, it's an amazing documentary for you to watch. Then this was a really easy page for me to do because I immediately when I saw the wolf, I knew what I wanted to do. So this is just holographic paper. For me, I wish he was like here on top howling, but this is how the page was. So stickers and the paper, spray paint, and then you have the washi, and it was a really easy page. Okay, this one is the race of the snail. So here's the animal. You have start, and there he goes, number one. So here I was using a sponge, round sponge, the kids one. You just do like this to do the circles. So there he goes, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then he's here, and then you have a lady saying you've got this because the snail is very slow. So he's on a race and he cannot give up. So there he goes. So there he goes, and then yep, it's over the race. So that's his page. This one, I don't like snakes, so I was just doing like this, different colors, and see what I have. This one, we have, once again, glitter, paint, stickers, washi, and, it's just a pattern. This one is the swan, and these are just stickers that I was imagining the feathers just flying away, and that was what I did with this one. So once again is spray paint and washi. This is metallic marker, and see, Here it is. So another beach. So once again, there's the washi. Here's the animal. It was really tiny. And we have, you know, the mermaid and the star, the sea star, just living their best lives. So here it is. So this one, we have this little tiny bird. Can you see it? Oops, sorry, I'm bumping you. So we have this little tiny bird. He was born, and then you have the animals around him, and they are saying, welcome, welcome to the jungle. It's a music that I have when I put this on Instagram. And you have the flowers and the leaves, so you know they are in a jungle surrounding this little guy that was just born. So they are just welcoming him to the world. We have this one. See? Oops. Okay. Yeah, this is the little mouse. When I saw it, I immediately thought of Ratatouille. So Ratatouille means that we have the Eiffel Tower. So that's what I did with the washi. And then Ratatouille is also connected with food. So I went to the stickers that I had back then, and I put the food stickers that I had and washi beneath. So that's the page. This one was just playing around. So we have the star, and then different colors just to see how they will mix, and star stickers. And yeah, it's really simple, this one. This one was the page that I wanted to experiment with neon colors. So I used Post-it, washi, this is alcohol marker, paint, and yeah, it's just, so it's the seahorse. He's hidden in the reef, and then he comes out, you know, and he has all of this. So okay, we are almost reaching the end. This one is just a chicken. During Christmas time, I don't know why I did a chicken. But yeah, I created Christmas tree, so you can see the washi is Christmas related with a star on top. Then we have the ground, so you have the snowflakes because it's cold, so you have the ground. Then there's the chicken, and then it's snowing, so that's why you have these little dots. So yeah, there's the chicken at Christmas. And then this is the last page, is the elephant. So when I did this page, Kathy had a prompt for the Jungle Book, so I haven't watched it for a long time, and I went to see the movie, and there I saw the elephants, and they have a song which is the Elephant Parade. So that's what I imagine here. They are marching, and this is what you are seeing. They are marching. So glitter, paint, alcohol marker, and this is holographic paper. I just cut the shape of this elephant, and that's how I got this elephant. So yeah, imagine the song in your head, and these are the elephants marching. And that's the end. So as you saw, it was like the perfect book to experiment many supplies for the first time, to have fun, to create, and I loved it. I wish there was going to be a second book. I'm still waiting, but yeah, it's time to say goodbye to this one, and hopefully I will create more in the future. So I hope everything is well with you, and I will see you next time. Bye.